Well, she got a big bed sore on her butt, or, you know, on her back.
Yeah.
And it got so bad
Yeah.
that it made an actual hole in her back, Brent said.
Ooh, that's nasty.
A big open sore.
Open sore.
Hole.
Yeah.
And she had diabetes on top of everything else.
Oh, I'm so that didn't make it any better.
No, that didn't. And then she had incontinence, or whatever you call it.
Is that where you poop a lot?
That's where you can pee. Can't control your
Pee.
pee in your bowels. Well, when she'd go then there's all this sloppy stuff in her bed, and it run into that sore.
Oh, that's just nasty.
Oh, I wish you'd hear what's saying.
Oh, that's just nasty.
And then he's supposed to get clean up that kind of stuff. I mean, you know. And then she had, you had to write down everything that she had wrong with the patient that had wrong with them.
Yeah.
Like if they had diabetes, they had congested heart failure, they had high blood pressure, they had on. I mean, and she had everything underneath the sun.
Yeah.
And I can't remember whether she's the one that had one leg already cut off or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, she...
Yeah, well, she was in bad shape, in other words.
She was in bad shape. I don't think she's going to be there too much longer. And then she got that edema, or whatever, something your dad got.
Edema?
Your dad got it.
Edema.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what the
anyway, it's
term
an
is.
infection that gets in your...
Yeah.
All in your skin and body and everything. And she got that. And so she had sores and stuff from that, I guess. Oh, I guess she was an absolute
mess.
And then the one that was really funny, and it wasn't funny either.
Yeah.
They give him this man that was, I think he was about 79, I think it was. This one woman he had was 93.
Yeah.
But that wasn't that one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
This man was 79, I think.
Yeah.
And I think he's the first one maybe that Brent done, I'm not sure.
Well, okay, what happened?
Well, he goes to do his bath, and like they used to tease me all the time. And where's that thing at?
What thing? I'm rubbing my back. I'm scratching my back. Chill out.
And said,
back's itching. You used to have a scratcher here somewhere.
I got 2 or 3 of them.
Well, I don't know where it went.
Well, they're over here, or they were.
Well, okay, so tell me about this story so I can go home. So I'm ready to go home.
He had, well, they had to give him his bath.
Yeah,
and they had to change their bed with him in the, throwing that around.
That's my sweater. I'm looking for the scratcher. Well, go ahead and tell me so I can go, so I'm ready to go.
If you be still, I can remember what I'm saying. We had, well, anyway, I remember when I worked out here and I had 2 men in a room together.
Yeah.
And they always, you never know what they're going to come up with. A lot of the girls wouldn't go in there and do it, because that's when we were just out of high school at that time.
Yeah.
And doing nurse aid work, they call it. Well, when you get baths,
you got to do everything.
They tell you, you wash down as far as possible, you wash up as far as possible, and then you told them to finish their bath. And so one of the guys one day says, well, she comes in there and she said, wash it down as far as possible, up as far as possible, and then says, and you wash possible. And you wash possible.
Yeah.
And so this man, the other day, Brent, when he goes to wash him, he washed him down as far as possible, up as far as possible, asked him if he wanted to finish his bath, or did he want him to, you know.
Yeah.
Well, of course, Brent says he wanted me to. So here I am with this man, and I'm supposed to get down there and wash his balls and his penis and everything, you know.
Yeah.
And he says, and when I pushed back his foreskin, it was like cottage cheese. It was rotten. It was just, oh, it was so bad. It hadn't been cleaned. It hadn't been cleaned. So I can't figure. I think I figured it out though.
What's that?
Well, Brent said he said to him when he got through getting him cleaned up.
Yeah.
Well, you quit breaking
okay,
my
well,
stuff
just
up.
tell me the story.
That he said, I'm so glad you're a male nurse. That I got a male nurse.
Yeah.
And he said, and got him all cleaned up. But Brent said, he was
just nasty.
He was nasty. Well, said, I got a feeling what's happened that by making that comment,
the women wouldn't.
That when the women asked him if he wanted the women to wash him, he told them no, that he'd do it,
and
then he couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Or do a good job at least.
Yeah, because he was so old and he couldn't.
And so he was a mess too at that time. Right? Said he was a mess. Oh, he's really having experiences.
I'm sure he is.
And he had that one 93-year-old woman that he had to wash her, and she had a catheter in on top of everything else.
Yeah.
So he finally went and asked his instructor on that one.
Yeah.
There's one lady, I guess instructor you'd call them, for every 10 people that's at the hospital work like Brent.
Yeah. And
they're there in case they need
some help doing something.
Some help or something, or you know what other. So anyway, he finally went and asked her what he should do with this old woman, because said she had this catheter and they were supposed to take it out later on that day, and she had asked him to go ahead and wash her.
Yeah.
And so she told him just go wash around the catheter and use the solutions they use to disinfect,
yeah.
You know. And then later on, we take the catheter out. Okay, here we go. We gotta go wash that woman's vagina. 93-year-old woman. Go in there and wash her.
Yeah.
Well, he said he got in there and said, okay, gotta do this, Brent, you know.
Gotta do what I gotta do.
So he said, but said this woman, evidently her mind must have been all right.
Yeah.
Because he said that she said something about that at one time she worked someplace where she had done this kind of stuff or something,
yeah.
aid or something. And so Brent, that helped him then to know that she understood what was going on, what was really going on. So he said he talked to her and she talked to him, and he said, I talked to her all the time while I was doing it and got it done. Got that one done. And,
okay, well I gotta go.
But he says he goes every Thursday, I think he said.
Yeah.
That he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
To work.
Well, it sounds like he's having some experiences.
Oh, I'm sure he is. I said, well, what kind of grades are you making now? Because they had told him